All right, back at it again with another math video. This one is going to be on classifying angles. And we're going to be classifying angles based on the diagram of an angle. Not given any degrees, we're going to be classifying based off of what we visually see as the angle. So the first thing is we need to know the four types of angles. So the first type of angle is going to be an acute angle. All right, and an acute angle is going to be between zero, can't have 0 degrees, so it's between 0, what do I want to say? Let's just say angle, and 90 degrees. So it's not equal to 0, and it's not equal to 90. It's between 0 and 90 degrees. So 1 degree, 89.9 degrees, that is an acute angle. All right, this angle has to be, if it's between 0 and 90, it would be acute. The next kind of angle we have is a right angle. And that is when the angle equals 90 degrees. So that's when it equals 90 degrees. That's when it's a right angle, and instead of an arc to symbolize an angle for a right angle, we do a special symbol, which is a little square. Make a little tiny red square in the bottom, and that symbolizes a right angle. All right, that's very special in geometry. Right angles are very useful. So that's the symbol for a right angle. We don't do an arc, we do a little square when it's 90 degrees. Obtuse, so the next one is obtuse. An obtuse angle, and that is when the angle is between 90 degrees, angle, and 180 degrees. So that's when it's between 90. So it's bigger than a right angle, but it's smaller than 180 degrees. 180 degrees is a perfect line. And a perfect line, 180 degree angle, a 180 degree angle is a straight angle because it's straight, it's a line. So this is called a straight angle. And that is when the angle equals 180 degrees. So these are special cases where this will always be 90 and this will always be 180 degrees. So if it's 90 degrees, it's a right angle. If it's 180 degrees, it's a straight angle. But there's a ton of different obtuse and acute angles because this could be anywhere between 90 and 180. It could be 175, 102, 103, 92, 91. It's a whole bunch of different things that's between a right and a straight. And this, an acute angle, is anything between a 90 degree angle and no angle at all, 0 degrees, which isn't an angle. So from 0 to 90, we have acute. At 90, we have a right. And then from 90 to 180, we have obtuse. That's in between these two. And then at 180, we have a straight angle. Okay. Now, I also want to, very important, I want to start here. Also, you need to be able to identify the key parts of angles. So if I was to label this, let's say A, B, C, I would call this angle A, B, C, or I could call it angle CBA. Notice that when I name this angle, I put the vertex in the middle always. Now, if you're at home and you're typing in and you need to name an angle at home online and type it in, you obviously can't type in this symbol. All right. So what you would type in is you would type in angle ABC, or angle CBA. No commas in these, no commas in these. This is one thing, angle ABC, angle CBA. All right, those are both acceptable. And the vertex, if I was to ask what is the vertex of the angle, the vertex of the angle would be, the vertex would be point B. That's the vertex. The vertex is where the two rays extend from. This is ray BC, this is ray BA. An angle is made up of two rays extending from a vertex. So that's what an angle is. So you have angle ABC, which is an acute angle. It's made from vertex B, right? So if this was like X, Y, and Z, the vertex would be Y. And then the angle would be angle XYZ or angle ZYX. So enough about naming. I'm probably gonna make a video about naming angles. The main point of this is acute, right, obtuse, straight. So if we go down here to some examples, of visually, what do we see? Well, we have this angle, and is that, you have four options. Is it gonna be acute, right? We have four options, acute, obtuse, right, and then straight. So this is when it equals 90. This is when it equals 180. This is when it's small, and this is when it's big. So this is between 90 and 180, and this is less than 90. So is this angle less than a right angle? Does it look like it's less than 90 degrees? I think it looks like it's less than 90 degrees, because if it was 90 degrees, then it would be more like that. So it's definitely less than 90. So I would say that this is an acute angle. This one looks like it's bigger than 90 degrees, but it's not a straight angle. It's not a straight line. So this angle looks to me like it would be an obtuse angle. This angle looks like it might be 90 degrees. So again, you don't need to get out a protractor. If your teacher is giving you these problems and they give you an angle that looks like this, they probably want you to say a right angle. A right angle. I mean, for all I know, I drew this at 89 degrees and not 90 degrees. But the point is visually, it looks closest to being a right angle. So we're going to say it's a right angle. This one here is an example of what I mean by I drew it so that it's a little bit close of, well, that's probably what a right angle would be. So it's a little bit bigger than a right angle. So I would say that this is obtuse. So obtuse angle. Now this one just looks like a line, and that can be confusing sometimes. And what it actually is if the vertex was here and we had these points, it's a straight angle. So a line is actually a straight angle. It can be a straight angle so long as you have a vertex. So if there's a vertex there, then it is a straight angle. So straight angle. All right, so that's how you can visually tell whether an angle is acute, between 0 and 90, right, exactly 90 degrees, obtuse, between 90 and 180, and then straight, which is exactly 180 degrees, which is a straight line. I hope this video is helpful. I hope that you are able to classify angles on whether they're acute, obtuse, right, or straight angles after watching this video. So I'm going to end this video, and thank you for watching. I hope it was helpful.